All right, so today we're going to talk a little bit about Helldivers 2. So, weirdly enough, I've gotten a lot of questions about tips and tricks in Helldivers. I'm not, I'm like I'm a fairly sweaty player, and by that I mean I try very hard. Some of the people that are watching this are not English as first language speakers, so I'm gonna use some idioms and then maybe catch myself and explain them. But I work to be better at playing this game, um, and I try hard to do better. So that's kind of what sweating means in this instance. Anyway, I'm going to make a couple of these videos, I think. The first one is just going to be general tips and tricks, just talking about how the game works. This is not my normal setup, so I apologize for the camera quality. Probably going to re-record it later, if I'm honest. But let's go take a look at the Hex Swimmers, which is what I call Helldivers, because I'm a massive nerd. Hell and heck, swimming and diving. Alright, let's go little me over here and get the game up here. Perfect. Okay. Let's talk about some basic things. So, first of all, let's do this. So, let's just talk about really basic things so far. So, when you have a weapon in your hand, you can actually change how it behaves a little bit. You can do that by holding the reload button. Now, I'm going to talk a lot about computer controls, mouse and keyboard. If you're using controller, I'll try and touch on that a little bit. So, for me, it's R. Well, kind of. Anyway, hold the reload button. It'll bring up a menu. It can have 3 different spokes out from the ammo count. If you want to modify the top spoke, your scroll wheel moves up. The right spoke is right click. The bottom spoke is mouse wheel down. So I'll get into that in a second as well. I'm just going to go over these concepts first, and then we'll look at them more practically. Diving. So for me, the button is spacebar to dive. Whatever your jump forward and through the air is to dive. It is a really good thing when you time diving right. So the enemy's accuracy kind of comes in waves, right? Like bullets will start shooting all around you, and then they'll get a bead on you, and then they'll hit you. A bead meaning they'll be able to. It comes from shotguns that had a little bead sight at the tip of them, so you get the bead on someone, and you could shoot them anyway. So they'll get their accuracy locked in, and then they'll hit you, and then they'll miss again. So if you can time your dives for that moment when they're about to hit you, you'll start throwing their aim off, and you'll take less damage. It's mostly appropriate towards automatons. For bugs, there's similar things. Like you can have some spitting bugs. You always kind of want to dive perpendicular to the plane of attack. So the attack is coming at you like this. You want to dive that way or this way. If you dive that way, it might still catch you. If you dive at it, you might hit it. And like varying degrees. There are reasons to still like dive away because you have to run. Important note about bugs. If you dive and you are inside a corpse or underneath a living bug, you will not be able to stand up. This will lead to panic and frustration. Just stim. Just stim, crawl forward, or however you can to move away. If you can't move, chuck a grenade at your feet or call down a stratagem because you're going to die. You might as well take some bugs with you. Wiggletron climbing is what I call it. Stealing from my buddy PJ DeCaesar and how he uses he used the word Wiggletron first, and I'm stealing that from him because I think it's great. But if you move your camera like this while you're trying to climb, you climb better, like much better. So again, we'll get into some of that too. Another concept is this game Sometimes you get stuck inside of terrain, and the best thing to do is to have a friend punch you out of it. So using your melee attack and just punch your friend out, it'll send them through the terrain, they're good. If they're too far inside the terrain to punch out of the terrain, shoot an explosive next to them. Might kill them. At the end of the day, you want them out of that terrain, either dead or alive, because you can reinforce them if they're dead. If they're stuck in there, they're stuck in there for the whole match. Armor values. So I'm going to go, there's two different concepts of armor in this game. There's enemy armor and your armor. So at a basic level, light armor is about 50 armor, heavy armor is 150. So about 50 every time. There are outliers to both of these, but every 50 armor is about 10% damage reduction. Or, sorry, 5% damage reduction. Every 50 armor is about 5%. So, armor's really not that good. It's nice, right, occasionally, but it's not that good. If you wear heavy armor, you'll notice some differences. Like every now and then you'll survive something you wouldn't have normally survived, but not often. So I usually suggest just going light or medium. Medium gives you a little bit more armor, which again, it can make a difference, but not normally. You can tell I'm in the lightest armor that I could find, basically. Enemy different armor values. Light, medium, and heavy. So, this gets complicated, and it kind of requires knowing specific enemies. And maybe I'll get more into armor values in its own video, but couple concepts. Enemies can have multiple types of armor values on them at any time. You could have like a light and a medium armor value. You can also, of course, have unarmored and armored. It's shooting between the armor plates. So you kind of gotta figure it out. What I would say is the weapons you're looking for should have medium armor penetration. That lets you deal with the most amount of enemies. I run the Slugger almost exclusively. If you run Slugger, you got to be able to aim. If you can't aim, run a different weapon. And there's some other tricks with Slugger. I don't want to get into that, but like, you want medium armor pen. If you can't get medium armor pen, light armor pen isn't that great. But it's better than no armor pen. So, something to think about. Corner peeking. This is I skipped one of my notes, but corner peeking is a weird one. So if you look at the center of the screen where the planet is right now, that has the most rendered fog values in the game. Like not the planet itself, but like that part of the screen has the most things rendered at any one time. As I start turning my camera away, you can see it there. Look, bright blue. Not bright blue anymore. You can kind of see through it easier. There's no bloom on it. So this is something I like to call corner peeking. If you see a big fog bank, you can kind of turn your camera and look at it diagonally like that, and you can actually see further through it. I want to talk about the most important tip in Helldivers to, at all, just stop fighting. Just run away. If there's enemies there and you're faster than them, leave. There is no benefit in game to killing more enemies unless that's the mission. You can just leave. You can just run away to the next objective or another objective. You can even run away to an objective to clear the enemies out because the game has to it has to remove things that are currently rendered so that it doesn't crash. So you can just run away until they're not there anymore and then run back and finish your objective. Just don't fight. It is the most powerful thing. I have a video up on somewhere, I think it's on Twitch right now, where I beat 3 level 9 missions against automatons solo I don't fight a lot in it. Usually just running. So not fighting is a big deal. A couple other really brief things. Let's just talk about quick mechanics. So we have social here. We have our settings here. But importantly, we have our orders here. So, okay, so this is extract with 5 rare samples, I believe. Let's figure out how good I did. I'm Nihongo gakusei desu. Successfully extract the 5 rare samples. Okay, sorry. I'm not good at Japanese by any stretch of the imagination, but I am trying to get better. Okay. This will give you 15 medals. These are daily. So you can see the time left here is about 8 hours, 13 minutes. I'll probably crank it out later tonight. Some important ways in how this functions. You get those medals if you or anyone on your team that still has that personal order active accomplishes the thing. So let's say you drop in with 4 guys. None of them has completed collect 5 rare samples. One of them gets 5 rare samples and extracts. Everyone completes the personal order. Now, if that guy leaves that group and goes into another group, and there are 3 people there who didn't do the personal order, and he's the one to extract with all 5, the group doesn't, the other 3 don't get it. He doesn't get any more, right? You only can complete it once a day. And that might not be true about the sample one. Like I'm talking more, like there are some objectives like kill 200 guys with a machine gun. That was yesterday's. Pain in the butt. But if I completed it and I brought a machine gun, I couldn't help anyone else complete it. They had to kill their own 200. Clarifying. So you should do this. They're usually relatively easy. They make you try out something new. You should do it. It's good. These are major orders. This is something that everyone in the game is contributing to. Right now we have to kill 2 billion automatons. Doesn't look like we're going to do it. We got 1 day and 14 hours left. It's been running about 5 days and we're about halfway there. So unlikely we do it. But when we can accomplish those, it's good. That would be 45 medals, but they take longer. These are like way more efficient for getting medals. Okay, war bonds. You get them. Just spend these medals. If you have medals and you can buy something, buy it. That's kind of a running theme in this game. If you have a resource and can buy something, buy it. Only thing that's not true about that is super samples. These you hold on to until you have at least 1,000, and then anything above 1,000 you can spend. That's because each war bond that comes out is 1,000. Currently working on the Polar Warriors, whatever it's called. So, anyway, those are war bonds. So, war bonds take medals. Personal orders and major orders give medals. Completing group submissions also gives medals. Those are, and you can find medals on planets, but it's really don't worry about them. Just do the things that give you more. Complete group submissions, complete personal orders, and hope that we complete the major order. Let's talk stratagems. Briefly, we're not going to get into each individual stratagem right now. Again, another video probably. But spend your requisition. Don't save it. Spend it all. If there's a stratagem in here that you kind of want, buy it. Once you hit level 25, you've unlocked all potential stratagems, I believe. The Patriot Exosuit being the last one. Yeah. So spend your currencies. Accept your super creds. Spend your currencies. Samples. These are the grind, in my opinion. Super samples can also be the grind, but actually I think it's easier than samples. Samples just take a while. So, let's take a look at them. modules. We finished this, I think, yesterday. Thank God. You have a maximum of 500 common samples, 250 rare samples, and 100 super rare super rare samples. If you have any of those numbers in any of those slots, so if I have 500 commons and I extract with a common, I get nothing. Spend your samples. Don't hold on to them. Spend them. There are samples that I think are better than others. A lot. The eagle one here, it's pretty good. You want like all of these are good. This one will trick you up. This one right here, one extra missile makes a big difference sometimes. I can get into that later too, but I also like these. You know, just having things deploy quicker, have more ammo. It's great. These are really good. Orbitals, yes, orbitals are amazing. Where's the one I'm thinking about? I think this is the. This is not. Garage. This one might be good too. Here we go. Turrets and turrets, right? Turrets are good. Turrets are very good at friendly killing too. And turrets don't run with you. And when you're not fighting, because you're not fighting, you can just run away. You can usually just run away. Turrets are not great because they stay there and you ran away. If you need to hold a position, turrets are pretty good. As long as you support them properly. Turrets don't, like, you support turrets and turrets support you. If you're not supporting the turret or if the turret's not supporting you, you shouldn't use the turret. You can throw them behind you and let them be broken as a distraction. That's perfectly fine. So, spend your stratagems. Or spend your samples. Let's talk about samples, though. Common samples, any difficulty, you can pick them up. So, pick them up. You're going to need a lot. Just a lot. Rare samples. I believe it's difficulty 5 and up. Might be 4 and up. But I'm pretty sure it's 5. No, it's 4. It's definitely 4. I'm a liar. Difficulty 4 and up, you can get rare samples. With the addition of the new 4th tier of the ship modules, you need rares real bad. Just, you need them. Super rares. These ones I know a lot about. 7 difficulty is the minimum where you will find these. You will then encounter them on a specific looking rock. There are many people who attribute phallic qualities to this rock. A piece of the male anatomy. If you are a person with that piece of anatomy and it looks like that, you need to see a doctor. That is not what that looks like. So, in this household, we call it Dwayne. Dwayne the Rock. Dwayne has an evil twin. His name is Dwayne the Boulder Johnson, and he's an asshole. So there'll be 1 to 2 rocks that look like this. They have like this silver veining running through them, and you'll find the super samples there. At difficulty 7, you will find 3. At 8, you will find 4, and at 9, you will find 5. So, but they're like always there. So let's get into it, and I want to talk about those things I really started talking about. My basic tips are to configure weapons. So I'm going to have to bring a weapon that has that. Punching. I can't show you punch people out of train. It's not going to work. But let's drop real quick. Let's talk about some stuff. 4 is good.
1 mission more.
Step close. That's fine.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters.
I don't want to talk too much about loadouts, because that is a complicated discussion.
Orbit.
Let's... Oh, we have a perfect thing here for just basic tips. Let's show this off. So that is an illegal broadcast. So let's go ahead and disrupt that broadcast. Now we're diving in here because we are not afraid of anything. I could need that. This is like my basic loadout. I just kind of like smashed it out. What's the thing that has the most things to modify? Is it the stalwart? No. It's one of the normal guns. Okay, so we can bring something else. Let's bring... And then, so, I'm just going to say it real quick. Hellpod optimization is probably the best booster in the game. The rest have their places, right? They can be very impactful. But just dropping down with 4 to 6 stims, full ammo, 4 to 6 grenades every time is so fucking good. It's so good. Please bring Hellpod optimization. It will make... You won't notice it maybe until you have played with it for a long time, and then you don't bring it, and then you'll notice it. Yeah, you can do without it. But it just makes everything smooth. I made a mistake. It's fine. We'll start off by showing some of the things I was mentioning earlier. Yeah. Oh, another tip. If you are playing on keyboard and mouse, change your call downs, the arrows, to your arrow keys. So if you look, I'm moving, and I'm able to input while I'm moving. That's what it does for you. Get stalkers. Perfect. Alright. So stalkers. We know where they are. Right here. So we need to kill them immediately. Stalkers will destroy everything you love, and they are the biggest threat to liberty that the bugs have. I missed. Cool. Here's the rare samples. Oh, common samples. So, let's take a break here. Yeah, all my equipment doesn't have modifiers on it right now. It's perfect. Okay, so let's go kill that stalker, because he's going to be... I didn't kill him, but he decided to make himself known later. It's fine. There it is. I saw the flicker of him. That's how I knew where it was. Like I said, if you're using the slugger, you gotta be a lane. So, now, we fight stalkers because stalkers are faster than us. Same with hunters. So, if you look, I'm taking a look at my radar. I see a patrol coming in around this rock. I'm going to back off and go this way. I don't have to fight. If you like fighting, have fun, fight. But it's not optimal, and that's fine. You can play this game unoptimally. I do want to go where they're coming from, so I'm going to go this way. I'm going to hope they're going to go right where I was. Yeah, we're good. All right. Oh, no, we're not good. Oh, you know what? I'm sick of these guys. So you can tell I'm using weapons specifically for specific targets. Right. You're going to want to do that. You bring the tools for a purpose. You use them for that purpose. I don't want to fight biospewers, they're mean. Cool. If you're laying on the ground, by the way, you do take less explosion damage. So diving helps. Checking, we're clear? Okay, cool. So, check all my weapons, make sure they're reloaded, if they do reload. So that is the illegal broadcast tower. If you have an explosive, actually, of course that one will do it, right? It's a big explosive. But what if? Eh? Little grenade does it too. So, you can blow it up with your big launcher from range, and that's probably better, especially since it doesn't cost ammo if you're using this one. But, yeah, you can always do that. So let's talk about that climbing thing I was talking about. I think this will do. So, see, I can't get up, but if I wiggle... This one's no good. Where's one? It's tricky. It's like a very specific range where you can't climb up it unless you wiggle. Maybe here. I can climb up that. Can I climb up this? No. Wiggle, can I climb up? It's usually like... Well, we'll go find one. I'm not really worried about this mission. The chill level 4. About it. He's not aggro. See, I'm not fighting them. We're just... You know, enemy's liberty can die later. Using my eyes, I see that there's a charger over there. I can engage, don't want to. There's a group over there, can engage, don't want to. I'm looking for an example of what I was talking about. This I think I can just walk up, right? Okay, so if I... Yeah, there. See? So, I cannot climb up this. Wiggle. I can climb up this. That's what I'm talking about. If you wiggle, you can climb up some things you can't normally climb up. So wiggle, wiggle up. I don't know why. Okay, let's go find a biosphere. Hey, friend. I'm going to kill your friend. I don't have to deal with him. But you. So he shoots a stream of bile. Right about. Dive sideways, right? It's linear, so I want to dive away from the line. If I dive like this, I still almost die. So, more linear, more perpendicular you can be, the safer you are. See how I'm slightly adjusting my angle for that second spew? It's a big deal. So, I don't have any grenades, but that's fine. I can just... we'll get this. Give me a sec. Oh, damn. Boom, boom, boom. Hey. I'm embarrassed now. 1, 2. That should be one of them. Cool. Perfectly capable of fighting if I want to, but I don't always want to. Right? I save ammo by not fighting. Now, call downs. This is fun. So you see that that patrol isn't aggroed on me. I think that might be close enough. Let's find out. Oh, they're probably... Actually, it's probably safe. They can hear call downs. So if you... Like, mine is stealth armor. So they don't see me, but they can see a call down that's right on top of me. It's fine. Oh, it did aggro them. See? They're coming to check it out. They don't know I'm here yet, though. So... As you notice, they haven't made, like, bug shrieks at me. I can lay down. And I can be stealthy. See? You will be amazed at how close they get before they see me if I'm laying down. If I start crouching right now, they see me. But if I lay down again, they just think they saw me. I can sneak away. It's a big deal. That's why I run this arm. See, they're looking for me, but I'm not there anymore. But I have to be careful because he's there, and he did find me. So we run. Nothing I saw there can keep up with me. Scavengers are not fast enough. I can just run. Let's find another example of something interesting about this game. So, look, I'm out of stamina. Dang it. Totally out of stamina, and there we go. But, when you're stimming, max stamina for the whole time you're stimmed. So, if you take a little chip of damage, maybe don't stim immediately. Hold on to that so you can run further. A little tip. Up to you if you want to do it. It's helped me out a couple times. I've even just shot my feet like I just did so I could run further. So, we're seeing a lot of this green mist. That suggests there's a spore spewer. See, look, I can look through the mist at the corner of that screen. I can see the landscape there. There's nothing there. So, that's probably a hive. Well, that's that corner peeking I was talking about. I can't see anything until... Probably on top of this. Oh, I get a sandstorm coming in. And you can see rock formations, but if I look at them, not really. Alright. But yeah, we got a sandstorm coming in, so we're going to have very low visibility. So let's take a quick look around. I want to see if I can find a Dwayne. That looks like Dwayne. Him, small. I don't know that's Dwayne. Let's check it out, right?
North, 300 meters.
So I can't see, right? And I want to be stealthy. My map can see, though. Can't sprint while your map is open? That's okay. Walking is faster than crouching, is faster than crawling. Sprinting's faster than all of them. But faster they are, the more they draw on enemies. So, see there's something in front of me, so I wiggle when I walk up it. It's just something I do now. So I'm opening my map and then sprinting a little bit. And then opening my map and sprinting. Now my armor has this cool ability. See, I can scan using my pings. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it manually like this, because I want to see what's directly around me, because this is really bad visibility. Normally I would like see what's around me, and I could scan ahead of myself, or if I like am going to an objective, I can be like, what's the disposition look like over there? Not that harsh. But it's something I would do. So I'm just... And I believe the enemy's visibility is reduced in storms like this, too. So just don't make a lot of noise and you'll be fine. There are benefits. And, you see, I just don't fight a lot. I can. Right? Like, especially when I'm playing with people who are newer to the game, they'll start fights, and of course I'll sit there and fight with them. But you don't need to. If you want to... Like, it's a really good idea to just not fight. I don't even think I'm going to complete this mission, but anyway. Is this a Dwayne? Do I get to look super cool? I don't think I get to look super cool. Nah, it's just a rock. This is what I thought was Dwayne. We'll find a Dwayne, though. Okay, so... Let's do... mission stuff. Also, you'll we will do one of these objectives because you'll see how I go about dealing with an objective. By the way, he thought he saw me. He didn't actually see me, so I crouch, walk away a little bit, check the thing because I hear bugs on the other side. What's that? There's a Dwayne. So we would call this Dwayne the Boulder because it is not going to have any super samples because we're on only difficulty 4. But let's say I saw super samples or something I wanted here. This is how I deal with objectives. I will shock and awe that objective. Then I'll run in, look for survivors, try and disrupt the bug breach. I didn't get it. So then I'd look, anything I want, pick it up real quick, and then I leave. I have hunters on me. It's an important distinction. Gotta kill him. Hunters are faster than you. So you kill him. Then you leave. That guy is slower than me. Look, I ran out of stamina. I'm gonna walk. Dive because I hear spitting behind me, but walk. Get my stamina back. More spitting, turn, and then run. See? We call these friendship doors up here. I think they're called bunkers. Yeah, see, no more aggro. I'm safe. Didn't get into a fight. So I'm checking my radar, see what's around me, and I'm going to cut through these two groups, one here, one here. Cut straight through the middle of them. I see an enemy ahead of me, so I'm going to take a little detour away from him. Nothing big, nothing big. I'm going to keep emphasizing that I'm not fighting. I fought like once so far, and that was because there was a stalker, and I killed a couple hunters. Again, can I fight? Yes. Am I kind of decent at it? Only after helping newer players. I was actually very bad at fighting until I helped out newer players. So thank you for those who are letting me practice combat with you. Okay, so that guy can't call a bug hole, so I'm going to kill this warrior. I shot the warrior's head off. I know he's going to die. There we go. So if you look, that was a very efficient clearing of an objective. Everything's dead. Quickly, no one got to summon a bug hole. Pick up my stuff. Mine. Just super fast. Clear and move. I call it stick and move because you stick to something real quick and then you're gone. So, since it's only level 4, we don't have more stuff to do. Let's complete the mission. Nice and easy. And there's like a little bit of tension in the game with running around, but there's no real like fear, right? If you start a fight, you prioritize what you have to kill and move on. There's an enemy right here, but just one. So I'm just going to kill him and see what's over here. Now, bugs will continue to attack you after their head is shut off. So, be careful about that, but they will also die if their head is gone. So those enemies kind of hear me now, so I'm going to just run away from them. There's a patrol over there. It's got some hunters. I heard them. Run away. I think I heard hunters. See, they're all checking that place out because that's where I shot. But I'm not there. Ooh.
Something here.
Oh, let's talk about this guy. I'm going to briefly extol the virtues of the slugger. Let's see. 1, 2. He's dead. Watch. Oh! Dead. I didn't realize I could breach without a head. Let's stop. Oh, hey, friend. Hunters. Told you about them. Kill them. Oh, right. I need to talk about scoping real quick. So I killed the hunters. I saw there weren't any more hunters, and I left. Bye. In fact, I have enough time while I'm running away. Check my map. I'm about to run towards another group, so I turned a little. Almost everything's slower than you in this game. Hunters and stalkers are faster. And Bile Titans are a little bit faster too. But if you need help with these little things, you're not fighting Bile Titans. Or you might be. Anyway, that was an overgeneralization. You might be. But Bile Titans are a different beast. Okay, so I saw a beacon over here. Something else I want. Oh, so let's talk. Aiming down sights. If you middle mouse click, you go into actual ADS versus over the shoulder. It can be helpful. The accuracy is better on ADS than it is over the shoulder aiming. But this little circle here, that's where you're actually aiming. The dot is where it's going to. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We have a fence around it. If we didn't have... Actually, let's see if I can be real sneaky. So let's go back. Let's pull out this. Now we just need a gap, right? Just a little gap. And now? They're angry. They're angry. I'm not going to say they're not. But they don't know where I am. They know where I shot from. They don't know where I am. See? They're spitting where I was on that hill. They don't know where I am now. So, I backed away. I crouched down. Still spitting over there. They're mad. That's fine. We just sneaky. Oh, this is another thing. When you're sneaking around, you can get dropped out of sneak. Just re-sneak again immediately. If you can make the bugs summon a bug hole, a bug breach, they can't summon another one for a little bit. So you can actually have a friend go run off somewhere, cause a bug breach, and then you'll be safe where you are. I will mention that the not fighting thing can be quite boring for some people. I find it kind of like intellectually stimulating to figure out angles. Like I see a patrol coming at me. They're kind of wrapping around the rock, but they're going to go towards the southern end of it. I'm going to guess they're going to start heading north because the game does kind of prioritize moving enemies to you. It might even be aggroed on me and how they're behaving. So let's go crouch and move a little bit quicker. I really want to show this off, but what am I... Yeah, he sees me. That's rude. You gonna spit? Yeah, fine. I'm gonna kill this group. Oh, it was just 2 outliers. Very good. Alright, so let's be sneaky again. We like being sneaky. Oh, watch this. Don't always have to use your gun. Guns are loud.
My life for Super Earth.
We have a resupply, so I don't have to care, really. I'm solo, so I don't have to care. But there are times when I would not have stimmed there. I guess what I'm trying to say. So let's go look at this thing we opened up. Now, could I have blown it up and taken care of it earlier? Yeah, but... like, killed all the enemies is what I mean. But yeah, but this is to showcase something for other ones that don't have that fence around them. So we do have the cover of Sandstorm, which is excellent, but let's act like we don't, right? So, alright, he's looking the other way. You can tell because I can see the 2 bulbous ends of him. The head looks a little different. There's another guy right there. He's looking away. That's what we want. So we crawl right over here. We open it up from here. Alright, let's grab it. See, does this have any of that? No, alright. And then we just leave. Alright, we're good. We're gonna head over here. You can see there's actually a good number of bugs over here. We're gonna have to kill them. That's fine. We came prepared. So let's start running. We got the sandstorm blocking us. There's no bugs really close to us, so let's go. Alright. Now you'll probably see me engage in something that's a little bit more difficult. So I like to shoot while I'm reloading this gun. I call it the magic reload. Because your aim actually doesn't get any worse when you're reloading this gun. So you can shoot, reload, and keep shooting while you're reloading, as long as you can kind of visualize where that crosshair was. I thought I killed him. Damn it. Alright, well, I'll have to kill a bug breach. That's fine. So again, prioritize hunters. Remember, have better accuracy than I just did. Punching hunters or anything above like scavengers is just not worth your time. Go. Now, these bile spewers are going to be the bad. They are like sometimes more deadly to me than bile titans. They're just absolute assholes. Okay, he's dead because he crumpled. Now let's take a look at our map. 1 guy left. Even though we got a bug breach, it's fine. So that one guy is probably a scavenger hanging out right up here. We'll take... Oh, it's a warrior. So shoot his head off. There we go. Zixon is here. We're gonna ignore him, kind of. So... Yeah.
Democracy isn't done with you yet.
Mess around with your buddies in this game. It's important.
I'll handle the terminal.
So... So Zixon is my buddy. We go on a lot of missions together. He is... Oh, Zerakai. You're not Zixon at all. Well, we got a newbie. I guess I did public? Question mark? Whatever. Okay, by the way, this goes top or bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1. Right? Much faster. Anything that's 5, you go up. Anything that's higher than 5, you go down. Before we fight them, he's going to jump down there. Oh, good, he did. Stun him with the stun grenade, and Save my ammo. Same with the group behind them. I'm going to actually engage them a little bit differently, so... Oh! I'm out of that, so I have to engage them... What do we got? Okay. Oh god, we have turrets.
Reloading.
I have trauma from turrets. So, he ran right into the middle of that group. We're going to have to keep him alive. He brought a mortar. Mortar against bugs is going to kill your friends. It's just going to happen.
I got the terminal.
He's getting the latches, though, so we can forgive him a little bit. By the way, when you're doing this, you can just not fight still. You can just, like... You can lay... I usually just lay down here and wait. But, yeah. Okay, so let's get into silly things in this game. So, Dwayne The Rock Johnson... It's a silly thing. Bringing a 380 on a mission is awesome, right?
Orbital incoming.
It's kind of good. It can kill your friends. But it's cool, because it has big explosions. Firing a 380 off here, absolutely unnecessary. Let's talk about 380 real quick. 55 meters is the safe distance for an unupgraded 380. If you have an upgraded one, 15% less. Figure it out. I'm doing it because it looks cool. Did I just get 7 kills with it? I did. Did I deserve that? No. Okay, so, funny things though. The ICBM is up.
Engaging
We need to finish it. C3. C3. Now we wait again. I think the next one is the button press, but it might not. Checking map. I check my map a lot just to see red blips around me. There's nothing. We're safe. Thick as thieves. So you see I'm scanning the map like this, so I wanted to find this. You can, if you see something that looks like this, that's a stalker layer. Stalker layer doesn't show up on the map unless you see it. So, it's good to be able to see that. Now,
I'll handle the terminal.
there's a proper way to do this, okay? If you stand here, you will die. If you stand here and show your respect to an excellent mechanic of freedom, you feel the weight of liberty. Now, I will always do this as well. Just show it how thankful I am that it's clearing out the enemies of humanity. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't. Oh, God. There. And I always salute until the pressure wave hits. I ride it out. I enjoy it. Now we get to go. Okay. Cool. Very good. Alright. Let's finish out this mission. I got a rando with me and on rando with me. Because he's going to kind of throw off what I was doing. So, let's get out of here. So normally you would probably collect stuff and then extract. Alright, so I got groups here. Let's talk. He's going to aggro him when I do this, but look, I can sneak past this group. It's a little tense. A little tense is okay. He aggroed them. If someone aggroes enemies, they aggro them for everyone. So, even though I snuck through successfully, he aggroed them, so they got alerted to me. Did he use a flamethrower to clear them out efficiently? He did. So, good on him. There was no bug hole from it. Was there ammunition used that didn't need to be? Yes. But that's fine, right? Play the game to have some fun. So that music means there's fighting going on. The game might just think there's fighting going on
300
still.
meters.
So let's get out of here, though. What do we got? Point of interest. I could take it quickly. So there are 4 things there that can summon a bug hole. If I do something like this, then that, they can't summon a bug hole because they're stunned. Then we kill the 3 of them, and no bug hole. Oh, this door. Perfect. If you see something like this, blow it up. You need an explosive. Oh, super creds, let's go. And you can get stuff from it. These guys, too slow to catch me. Bye. They summon a bug hole, just means I'm not going to run into one in the future. It's great. Is he going to sit back there and die? Probably. He's not... Oh, he's... I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. Alright, we also know that there's no enemies on Extract. So that's good. Extract reminded me of something. By the way, it's technically exfil. Anyway. But extraction is fine. Even though we're not detecting any enemies, still check. Don't trust things. Game is perfectly coded. Never had any glitches in this game whatsoever. If you're out of stamina, you can still dive. Just trick. It's not really a trick, it's just a thing. Okay, so you will sometimes see people like me do this.
Dropping item.
If they think that people might die, they will drop their samples at Extract. Anyway.
Calling in extraction.
Calling an Extract aggroes the enemies around it. You can get perfectly quiet Extracts, but they're kind of rare. So, I used my map, saw these guys coming, throw it out there. Gonna throw this over there. They're stunned, and that patrol is gone. Now.
Reloading.
I thought that was the hunter. I saw 2 hunters over there. Hunters jump a lot. So I'm gonna take a look at my map. Big group coming in over there. Now, holdout sections. Good place for turrets. I don't like bringing things that I'm only going to use like at one stage in the game, so I don't like them. But you know, let your freak flag fly. It's cool, man. You like turrets? Bring 4 turrets. I don't care. Have fun. I am here for you to have fun too. I just want you aware of different tools you can use. See, is there anything I didn't... Oh, you can also drop, like, your weapon or your backpack or an SSSD. SSSD does stand for Super Solid State Drive, because Super had to be added. It's important. Excellent job, Mortar. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay. Well, we got a lot of people that are just benefiting from my hard work, and you know what? Good for them. I got Melody, JD. Oh, naming conventions. I was the first person in the lobby, so it is the first letter of my name plus the number 1. Zerakai was the second one, so it's the first letter of his name plus the letter or the number 2. Jeez, did I say letter 1? Whatever. So it is the first letter of your name plus the... Oh god. Oh god. You can see the puffs of smoke coming up from the retro thrusters from the pod. So that's kind of how I knew I needed to move. Ow. Okay.
Calling in reinforcement.
He dropped samples. Okay, he jumped in before we were ready to exfiltrate. That's fine. Just gonna run here, grab this, and hopefully get up there in time. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Especially with that. That's okay. I hope they picked up my samples. Just be okay if you don't extract. It's fine. That's why I dropped my samples up there, and then jumped. Because as long as they get the samples, I don't care. Just lots of experience and a little requisition, but you're gonna have more than enough of both. So anyway, that's like a brief primer that I wanted to talk about. I know there's kind of a lot in there, but it's all just little tricks, not big things. There are some more complicated things to think about, but you don't need them. If you follow those tips and tricks I just talked about pretty well, and know when to not follow them, right? Like... You'll easily be able to take level 5 missions. Just the not fighting one alone, they picked up my samples. Just not fighting is the biggest like cheat code in this game. Just don't fight. I've even run where it has two big barrages. I have the 380 barrage, the 380 millimeter, and the 120 millimeter barrage, and I just snuck everywhere. When I came across like an enemy camp, I just threw both barrages and walked away and let the barrage destroy the whole base. It's a valid way to play. I destroyed like 5 or 6 bases that game. So I don't look at the stats screen because it's not accurate. So sorry about that. All right, I'm going to leave this. Yeah. There's a better way to do that. But anyway, so closing thoughts. Just don't fight. Oh, I guess I can show off the configuring weapons. What is key? So, yeah, don't fight. Wiggle your way to climb things sometimes. Dive sideways away from the, like if things coming this way, dive that way or this way. Don't fight. Just don't fight. Fighting's very bad. Fighting's how you die. Fighting's how you use up your resources that allow you to live when you need them, and that's how you get killed. If you become good at the game and your friends are fighting, and they don't have fun in this game unless they fight, then fight. Yeah, have fun. That's the biggest thing. If you're not having fun, stop doing what you're doing. If you want to get better, there are ways to get better. But if what you're doing is not fun, stop. I've had, like, last mission last night, we had to kill 2 billion things, so I started actually just attacking automatons with my buddy, and it was kill 200 enemies with the machine gun, and the machine gun is a horrible weapon against automatons. And we, like, suffered, and I got 100, or we collectively got 101 kills with the machine gun, and he was like, can we just do, like, a difficulty 5 bug mission and just get the rest of the kills? And I was like, yeah, of course. Because the automatons suck. Like, we have to kill them with a machine gun. It's terrible. So have fun. Bring something that doesn't make sense. Bring mortar turrets in my games. I may shoot you and it, but it's funny, right? So have fun. And don't fight. If you just don't fight, you beat so many more things in this game. So many more things. It's actually ridiculous. All right, anyway, that's like a brief primer. I guess it's a brief 1 hour primer. But yeah, just have fun. Don't fight unless you want to fight, and then fight. But you'll probably die because of it. That's fine. Oh, and don't get too worried about failing or losing or anything. It doesn't matter. If you get low on lives, complete the mission, and even if you don't extract, it's a win. You get the medals. So do that. All right, bye.